everyone. Thank you again for attending our town hall. Today is February 16th. We're going to be going over what our next steps are for Luke's Tailored Tutoring. And we also have a special guest today who is one of our educators here at Luke's Tutoring, and her name is Sophia. We're going to get started at this time. We just want to cover off our mission statement, which is to help every student we tutor reach their highest academic success. And we want to do this by training our staff, but also helping students realize that they can also be the best version of themselves through academic tutoring. Okay, so this is going to be our agenda for today, and our main talking points are going to be the changes to our program, standardized tests, learning styles, essay writing, and professional development. And the last part there, professional development, will be the piece that Sophia will go in detail about that we find very important for our tutors as well as our students to know. So let's go over our program changes. The main thing that we're going to be changing to our program is on March 1st of this year, we're going to have mandatory enrollment into our membership program. Our membership program is very valuable because it has modules and resources there that our tutors will be using when working with students. And we want to ensure that the students have access to those as well. And when the educators refer to these references, the students can bring them up and use them as we go through our tutoring program with them. So for our comprehensive learning program regarding our modules, it's going to be an online platform, again, that students, educators, and parents can have access to. And to the right, you're going to see the number of modules we want to add. So as of right now, we are in February. So we're going to have about 15 modules by the end of March. And this is going to include essay, study guides, and test preparation that will be available to our students as well as our educators. One of the modules that we're going to be going over is test preparation. And test preparation, the modules that are there so far are learning styles, cue cards, multiple choice tests, novel study, science tests, and time management. These are the different test preparation modules that we're going to be developing further. So far, the ones that are there are going to be the core test preparation modules that students and parents had requested. And then each module will detail the help that students need in order to prepare for their standardized tests, especially being that multiple choice and time management are the two highest sought after modules that we put together. And the learning styles will be very important because, again, every student does learn differently. So going on to learning styles, one of our main modules that are there, we understand that every student learns differently, but we could almost categorize them into three main categories, which is our visual learners, auditory, and kinesthetic learners. Learning styles refers to the different ways individuals absorb or retain information. And by understanding everyone's or each own's learning style, each individual can identify the most effective method when observing or absorbing information for studying. So on our website, under our membership program, we have the different questionnaires that are there that students can fill out. It's about 15 questions, and from there they can learn about what kind of learning style they have. And the educators can then tailor the sessions in order to match that learning style. Our next module that we have on our website is our essay writing. Essay writing has been a challenge for a lot of our students, and one of the main difficulties is organizing thoughts and ideas in a logical manner. So with these modules you'll see here on the left hand side of the screen, these modules will cover the step-by-step of how to write the most common essays, and each of the most common essays have a full essay example. So again, that includes your application essay, analytical, argumentative. The compare and contrast essay is the most common essay you'll find in high school. Political and research essays are more so in university courses, and the Seek essay is the most common essay you'll find that grade 9 students will write, which is your introductory essay. So At this point in time, we're going to pass this over to Sophia, and she's going to go through the personal and professional development for educators and students. And Sophia, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So thank you to everyone tuning in with us. And a very special thank you to Menelec especially for organizing this town hall. I'm very honored to be part of this amazing team. It's been 6 years now since I started working for Luke's Tailored Tutoring, and it has been quite the journey. When I started in 2017, Menelec was very open-minded and supportive in my work, and he truly demonstrated the qualities of an excellent leader. I've learned a lot from him, but the most important takeaway is how we keep progressing in both our personal and professional lives. So this is what I will be speaking about tonight. We're looking at how to build quality leaders who will educate and guide our students on their journeys from the perspective of personal and professional development. So in line with our mission statement, Luke's Tailored Tutoring is committed to upholding our mission statement by using a simple formula. And that formula is academic success is equal to intrinsic motivation plus hard work times effective learning strategies. So within this formula, intrinsic motivation refers to the internal drive to learn and achieve, which is a key factor in academic success. Hard work refers to the effort and dedication that a student puts into their studies, including studying regularly, completing assignments on time, and seeking help when needed. Confidence is a key aspect in recognizing the need for assistance and taking initiative to seek this help, and this is something we want to encourage more students to do. Effective learning strategies refers to the methods that a student uses to process and retain information. These strategies can help a student to make the most of their intrinsic motivation and hard work. Us as tutors, we're there to guide and assist the student in building, maintaining, and improving effective learning strategies. A combination of all of these components eventually leads to the highest level of academic success. So to answer the question, what is personal and professional development, we've broken this down into a few different categories. So for tutors, this type of development refers to the ongoing process of improving the skills, knowledge, and abilities to enhance their effectiveness in supporting academic growth and development for students. There's also a big personal component in this type of development, which refers to the tutor's own personal growth and career advancement. This may involve continuing education, mentorship, coaching, and self-reflection to continually improve their teaching techniques, subject matter expertise, communication skills, and the ability to connect with and motivate students. From a student's perspective, this involves a continuous process of learning and growth to improve their own knowledge and skills, both academically and personally. This could include acquiring new knowledge through classroom learning, seeking out new experiences and challenges, developing effective habits, building relationships and learning how to network, and reflecting on their own strengths and weaknesses. Personal development also includes enhancing their emotional intelligence, resilience, and self-awareness, which would help them to navigate challenges, build relationships, and achieve their goals. Ultimately, the goal for students is to help them become well-rounded individuals who are equipped to succeed academically and in their future careers. So for both educators and students, they share a common goal of achieving the highest level of academic and professional success. And to do so, they both need to have certain qualities and practices in common. These include having a growth mindset, so they need to believe that intelligence and skills can be developed, and they need to see setbacks and failures as opportunities for growth rather than fixed traits. They must also have a strong work ethic, so they have to be willing to put in the effort and time required to achieve their goals. There also needs to be a level of discipline, persistence, and commitment in their work. Evidently, passion and motivation is also a big factor, so everyone needs to be intrinsically motivated to pursue their goals rather than relying on instant gratification from external rewards or pressures. And finally, continuous learning. So seeking out new knowledge and skills and being open to feedback and constructive criticism in order to grow. So now moving on to the importance of professional development. Ongoing professional development is crucial for tutors and the success of the tutoring business for several different reasons. First, it helps us to stay up to date with the latest teaching techniques, technologies, and best practices, which can improve our effectiveness in helping students to achieve their goals. This in turn leads to better outcomes for students and parents, including increased satisfaction and higher success rates. Secondly, professional development can help tutors to deepen their subject matter expertise, which can make them more effective at teaching and providing targeted support to students who are struggling in specific areas. Third, professional development helps tutors to build their communication and interpersonal skills, which are crucial for fostering positive relationships with students and families, and for delivering effective feedback and support. Finally, professional development helps tutors to stay motivated, engaged, and invested in their work, which will ultimately lead to overall success for both our company and our students. So now we're looking at the types of professional development. And this is really going to help us to answer the question of how will Luke's tailored tutoring ensure that our tutors are constantly improving and providing the most effective tutoring. So the following mind map displays 4 different opportunities. Those are the ones you see in purple. They're growing in availability for people who are seeking out the possibilities for development in these specific areas. So for example, actively participating in workshops or webinars allows you to apply practical skills. Conferences and town halls are a great opportunity to ask and answer questions and to gain further insight. Career opportunities also enable us to acquire, apply, and build skills. And online courses allow us to engage in continuing education. Luke's tailored tutoring is focused on training opportunities that provide subject-specific tutoring. Similarly, as we accommodate to the different learning styles of students, the company is also focused on various training options for tutors, as we recognize that every tutor differs in their own unique teaching methods. So what's important about the boxes in red, and we'll see these boxes again, are that they represent micro tasks or actions that should be continually implemented in daily life to achieve bigger goals more seamlessly. So for example, the better we get at learning, studying, exploring, practicing, mentoring, the better we get at growing. Okay, so moving on to personal development. Similar to professional development, we recognize that personal development can enhance a tutor's ability to connect with students and improve their overall well-being in several ways. First of all, this type of development can help tutors to build a greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills. This helps us to build better relationships with students and understand their needs and perspectives, which also helps them to communicate more effectively with us during their sessions. Personal development also helps us to build resilience and coping strategies that can help to manage stress and prevent burnout. This helps everyone to maintain a positive attitude and provide consistent, high-quality support to students. We also recognize that personal development can help tutors to identify strengths and areas for improvement and set goals for self-improvement, which helps them to stay motivated, engaged, and committed to their work while providing a positive role model for our students. So now we're back to the mind map, and this one is displaying those opportunities for personal development. So one of them is self-reflection. This is a very powerful tool that both tutors and students can use to gain greater self-awareness and better understand themselves. This type of reflection involves taking time out of the day or out of the week to reflect on things you've learned and your experiences with that, your attitudes, behaviors, and feelings, with the goal of attaining further insight or understanding. Goal setting is another important tool because it helps us to identify those lagging areas and set achievable objectives. So by setting specific, measurable, and attainable goals, we can all stay focused, motivated, and accountable while tracking progress over time. Learning to manage stress is also crucial in this process as it promotes mindfulness through our growth. And finally, seeking out higher education and constantly looking for learning opportunities is important for individuals and society because it promotes critical thinking and decision making, which ultimately leads to a more constructive environment. Finally, I'd like to speak about the inspiration and the framework that is guiding our company forward. This is the LEADS framework, which is a global initiative followed by the healthcare system in Canada and other countries around the world. This framework is particularly important because it extends beyond the scope of healthcare, and we've actually found a way of implementing these principles into our tutoring services. So, in line with our mission statement, Luke Taylor Tutoring is dedicated to helping every student achieve the highest level of academic success through ongoing support and mentorship from competent leaders. So our company strives to provide not only tutoring, but effective mentoring and confidence building through tutors who display qualities of productive leaders. We believe that our current students are our future, and we want to guide them towards successful outcomes because it benefits our society as a whole. And this is our company's vision of having a long-term growth mindset. So the most important takeaway from this framework when implementing it in our services is how students can gain value that actually improves their quality of education. And we believe that it all starts with our tutors. Our tutors should be self-motivated leaders who are self-aware, can manage themselves, develop themselves, and demonstrate character. Some of the ways that tutors can instill value in students using leadership are by one, setting clear expectations. So establishing clear expectations for their students, outlining what they need to do to succeed, and how they can develop their skills and knowledge. By providing guidance and structure, our tutors can help students to see the value in their effort and understand what they need to do to achieve their goals. The second point is modeling positive behaviors. So tutors can model positive behaviors and attitudes such as a strong work ethic, effective communication, and a growth mindset. And by demonstrating these qualities in their own work and interactions with the students, tutors can inspire and motivate our students to adopt these behaviors as well. The third point is providing feedback and support. So our tutors are there to provide constructive feedback and support to students, helping them to identify areas for improvement and providing guidance on how to address these areas. By offering that specific, actionable feedback, tutors can help students to see the value in making changes and improving their own skills and knowledge. The last point is empowering students. So tutors, we're there to empower our students by giving them a sense of ownership and control over their learning. By encouraging students to take responsibility for their own progress and giving them opportunities to make decisions and solve problems, tutors can help students to see the value in their own agency and potential. But before doing any of this, we ensure that our tutors are competent leaders who have built themselves through professional and personal development. And by using leadership strategies to instill value in their students, tutors can help students to develop the skills, attitudes, and behaviors that are essential for academic and professional success. So that about summarizes our company's vision and the changes we're looking to implement moving forward in order to foster a healthy and successful learning environment for our students.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sophia, for that. That's greatly appreciated. And again, Sophia has been with us since 2017. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So Sophia's been with us since 2017. Our main leaders of she is our main leader in terms of educators of our team, and she put together this framework, or we're going to be building on this framework in order to assist our students moving forward. So we are very excited about that. The next part of our presentation is the question and answer and the Q&A. We're going to be going over again, what we covered over in this presentation was our program changes, standardized tests, learning styles, essay writing, and professional development. Does anyone have any questions regarding those topics? Okay, so if anyone has questions afterwards, you could reach us on our website at lukestutoring.com. We're also going to be posting this on our social media as well as our YouTube page, and we'll be looking there for about the next 2 weeks to see if there's any questions in the comments. I want to thank everyone again for attending.